Imagine a man so powerful that, with just a stroke of his pen, he could shape the future of entire industries and even the U.S. economy itself. That man was J.P. Morgan, a titan who built America's first billion-dollar company and amassed wealth and influence that few could rival. He was both feared and admired, a man whose decisions impacted millions, sometimes controversially. But how did he rise to such unprecedented power? Our story begins in 1837 in Connecticut, where John Pierpont Morgan was born into wealth, yet plagued by poor health. Young J.P. grew up with frequent bouts of illness, from migraines to severe respiratory issues. Instead of playing outside with other children, he spent much of his time indoors, learning about banking from his father. At one point, his father even sent him alone to the Azores in hopes that the sea air might help him recover. Eventually, J.P. returned stronger, studied in Europe, and at just 19, entered the banking world on Wall Street, beginning a journey that would change American finance forever. In 1859, a young Morgan saw an opportunity and took a risk by buying a whole shipment of Brazilian coffee without a buyer. Though he turned a profit, his father disapproved, fearing J.P.'s reckless tendencies. Undeterred, he soon left the family firm to start his own. Yet, his life took a heartbreaking turn when his wife Amelia fell ill with tuberculosis and passed away within months of their marriage. Devastated, Morgan threw himself deeper into his work, and when the Civil War broke out, he found a way to profit by selling old rifles back to the U.S. government at a massive markup. It was a controversial move, sparking public outrage over war profiteering. By 1871, Morgan was ready for bigger ambitions. He partnered with Anthony Drexel to form what would eventually become J.P. Morgan and Company. Morgan started consolidating America's fragmented railroad industry, bringing competitors under one umbrella to stabilize prices and eliminate fierce competition. This strategy, known as Morganization, allowed him to control a third of the country's railroads. His dominance extended beyond railroads into steel when he acquired Carnegie Steel and merged it into U.S. Steel, creating the first billion-dollar corporation. Morgan's influence was so vast that during the financial crises of 1893 and 1907, the U.S. government turned to him to stabilize the economy. In 1895, he orchestrated a deal to bolster America's gold reserves, effectively preventing a potential collapse. Then, during the Panic of 1907, he summoned the nation's top bankers to his private library and devised a plan to save the banking system, essentially becoming the nation's unofficial central bank. These moves cemented Morgan's legacy as a man who could make or break entire industries. J.P. Morgan was a towering figure whose story is both inspiring and cautionary. He shaped modern banking, but wielded immense power that many feared. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.